Unfortunately, a sad day is coming for the Conan Exiles enjoyers on Game Pass both for Xbox and PC. Starting on December 1st, 2024, Conan Exiles is actually leaving Game Pass, alongside a bunch of other titles also expiring on the 1st. Conan's been around on Game Pass since around the full release of the Isle of Siptar map, which seems like it was a long time ago now, but somehow was only Q2 of 2021. Conan's departure from Game Pass comes at a bit of a weird time, as the game is currently suffering from some pretty horrendous bugs, and unfortunately the relative lack of communication has only been making that worse for us in the community. Now, to be fair, I don't know exactly how the Game Pass process works. I've seen games leave the service only to come back a few months later. I think We Happy Few, one of my favourite games, has been up and down on Game Pass about 2 or 3 times, so it might depend on the deal with each individual developer. People have been discussing Conan leaving Game Pass over on the forums and Reddit, and have pointed out some interesting things that I think are worth noting. Firstly, if you're a Game Pass subscriber, Conan, alongside all of the other titles leaving on the 1st, are on a 20% off sale, so Game Pass customers who want to purchase and carry on playing Conan can get a little discount and continue without concern. Of course, that being said, Christmas sales are right around the corner. I'm not too sure how good Xbox holiday sales are. It might be worth waiting to see if it gets an even deeper discount then, but to be honest, I don't play or buy games on Xbox, so don't take my word for it. That's something I'd definitely check the comments for. People that play Xbox way more than I do will probably be more knowledgeable on how the sales are, and if you can expect deeper discounts, then I would say wait until the Christmas sale. If you're a PC Game Pass subscriber like me, then Steam might be a better option. Conan usually gets incredibly deep discounts every single sale, and I wouldn't be surprised if it gets the same come the Christmas sales. I don't think you can carry your Game Pass progress over, which is a negative, but if you wanted to get the game as cheap as possible, that might be a good option. Someone also mentioned in a Reddit thread that Conan was marked to leave Game Pass a couple of years ago, but was done so mistakenly and didn't end up leaving. There are no comms to suggest otherwise from Funcom yet, but I thought it was worth mentioning just in case. That being said, mistakes like that, if it did happen before, shouldn't happen again, so I would take the fact that it's leaving on the 1st of December as gospel. Finally, for people that won't be affected by this, but do play on servers that have Game Pass players, one comment on Reddit pointed out that the bases of Game Pass users that don't pick up the game will likely decay around the 10th of December, so if you're after some free loot, keep an eye out for those decayed bases. I'm adding this part in postscript as, of course, just after recording, one of the Conan Exiles community staff did actually post a message on Reddit about the Game Pass removal that reads as follows. As some of you have noticed by now, Conan Exiles is leaving Game Pass on November 30th. We appreciate those of you who entered the fray from Game Pass and know this news may be disappointing for some of you. Before then, however, we plan to run a sale on the base game exclusively on Xbox and Windows Store at a pretty steep discount. For those of you who want to continue your journey but maybe were on the fence about buying the game to keep an eye out for details next week, or stay in the loop with the newsletter now available in-game on Xbox under Settings account. So if you did want to keep your progress through Game Pass, but you weren't really feeling purchasing the game at the 20% discount, there will be an upcoming sale which sounds like it'll start sometime next week. What exactly a pretty steep discount means is up for debate, but seeing as Conan regularly hits the realms of 70% off on Steam during holiday sales, hopefully it will be just as much as that, if not more. Seeing as we do know the sale is coming, definitely don't buy the game at 20% off, and especially if you're on the fence about doing so, wait for this sale to come in, because even if it's 50 or 60, you're still saving quite a bit compared to the 20. Anyway, that is about all for today. Game Pass users did get a pre-launch pop-up message about Conan being removed from Game Pass, so hopefully no active players are going to be caught off guard, but I thought I'd cover it today just in case anyone missed it. I don't know exactly how many players Conan gets through Game Pass. I know obviously you have like a few titanic titles that get loads of players from Game Pass, like Black Ops 6 for example, but I also know there's probably a lot of games that might only get a few players every now and then, so there's no real way to tell. Hopefully, if Game Pass did provide a consistent player base for Conan, then we will see the game return to Game Pass in the future, but until something is said about it, we just don't know for certain. Thank you for watching, and of course a massive thanks to our wonderful esteemed coffee cultists for continuing to support the channel over on Patreon. If you want to see videos early and support the channel directly, consider joining us over on Patreon, link in the description and pinned comment. Take care, and I'll see you soon.